I'm a person that often says that before you tell me about your religion, show it to me in how you treat other people. I was raised in a church where my mom taught Sunday school, and I'll never forget learning that verse, that faith without works is dead. I would rather hang out with a nice atheist than a mean Christian any day of the week. I was taught that faith demands, first and foremost, humility before God. That you look at your brother and sister, regardless of their faith, regardless of their background, with a conviction of love. Love thy neighbor. And love is not easy, and it really bothers me that when folks think that being loving or kind, I tell you, to be strong, you don't need to be cruel. To be tough, you don't need to be mean. Christ is the center of my life. I believe in that radical love of all people. I believe that the Bible talks more about poverty, about greeting the stranger, about being there for the convicted, far more than it talks about the kind of toxic stuff you often hear the president spewing out there. And our immigration policy violates not only American values, but the values of our faith traditions. And I'll tell you what, I have learned from faithful people. I'll never forget the faithful woman who was the tenant president of my projects that I lived in, who really taught me that hope is the active conviction that despair will not have the last word. And on President Trump's first Muslim ban, I remember running out to the airport where I saw the whole concourse full of Americans yelling and chanting and singing patriotic slogans as people came into this country, like Abraham welcoming strangers in the desert. And one of the best sights I've ever saw was a bunch of Jewish Americans with yarmulkes and tzitzis hanging out, cheering and dancing as Muslim countries came into this community. Fundamental to Islam, to Christianity, to the Torah, to Sikh and Hindu Americans is this ideal of creating a beloved community. Can I quote some Hebrew to you? Because I've studied the Torah too. There's a song sung during the high holidays, Ki beiti beit tefillah l'chol ha'amim. May my house be a house of prayer for many nations. We are the United States of America. We were not formed as a theocracy. We were formed on the ideal that many of us in our diversity can come together and create one strong whole. E pluribus unum.